Welcome guys. Our today's topic is importance and features of constitutionalism. So first point is constitutionalism is related to life values and life philosophy. So why constitutionalism is related to values and morals? Because every nation, every society have a specific kind of values and culture and morals. Those values, colors and morals create a specific society rules, and those rules and society created specific nations. This kind of values and morals are decided by intellectual of that society. But these values and morals are accepted by society. So intellectual people decide those values and morals which is important in life, in society, in politics, in economics. But those values are accepted by society, so those values are important. And all this rules and system which is automatically generated by traditions and life values and moral activities and moral values, this is create a constitution and constitution rules, and because of this all these kind of things are related to constitutionalism. So we can say constitutionalism is a value related concept. The next point is dynamic subject. Constitutionalism is a dynamic concept. This is the next feature and importance of constitutionalism. Why it is dynamic? It is dynamic because it is related to society, moral values, life values. In all days, when there are monarchs, in middle age, when there is different kind of political views, and in modern days, now we are living in the days of democracy and liberty. All this time period have a specific kind of constitutions. All political structures and nations are using different kind of constitution in all kind of times. So it is a dynamic subject because it is developed as different kind of incident in human society, different kind of wars and different kind of incidents in nations, in between nations. So the constitutionalism is a dynamic subject. The constitutionalism is a dynamic concept. The next point is constitutionalism is instrument and practicable. The constitutionalism, these concepts comes into our society, in our human life, as a tool, as an instrument for development of our society, our nation. But for that development to continues that development and upliftment of our society, we must consider constitutionalism as our objective, as our goal, as our practicable. So constitutionalism is both. It is our goal, and it is also an instrument to achieve that objective and goal. The next feature or next important thing in constitutionalism is that concept of constitutionalism is conceivable, understandable. It is conceivable because any nation which is related to constitutionalism is because of their constitution, and the emotion and concept of constitutionalism is developed from their society, system, rules, moral values, life philosophies. and social structure. So because of this, everyone can understand and relate to constitution, their rules and their structures. And automatically, because they relate to constitution, they also relate to those objective, which is our main goal and purpose of their constitution, which is our main goal of their constitution. And to achieve that goal by constitution is called constitutionalism. So constitutionalism is a conceivable concept, understandable concept, because people relate to their constitution and constitution is for constitutionalism. Any nation have constitution. Why we have constitution? To achieve our social economical goals, and to achieving those goals be on our constitution and rule of law, that is called constitutionalism. And that's why everyone relate to constitution and constitutionalism. So it is conceivable, understandable, because it's relate to every single person of nation specific. The next important feature of constitutionalism is that it is goal oriented or objective oriented concept. Complete constitutionalism is about achieving some specific goals. It is about social goals, economical goals, liberty, human rights, and many other democratic values. To achieve those democratic values, to apply those democratic system in society, in entire nation, the constitutionalism is tool. So this is concept which is basically about achieving goals and objective related to democracy. So we can say that constitutionalism is goal oriented, objective oriented concept. Important feature of constitutionalism is that concept of constitutionalism is helpful in developing understanding about democratic and democracy. So why it is helpful in developing democratic thoughts and democratic behavior? Because the main developments and are happen in constitutionalism is after Second World War. After Second World War, constitutionalism is applied and achieved by many nations. Newly free nations accept the democratic constitutions, and after accepting those democratic constitutions, they create fixed objective which are related to democracy, which are related to liberty, people's right, and all these kind of things, which is basically a democratic concept. So because of this, constitutionalism is become a concept which is helpful to understand democracy. The next important feature of constitutionalism is related to culture of that nation. It is related to that culture of that nation. We all know that all nations have a constitution. All these constitutions are developed from life values, life philosophies, moral values, and rules and regulation of society, which is culture of that nation, which is culture of that society. So culture and different kind of values in society become rules and regulation, and that become constitution. It is a process of development. So in this way, constitutionalism is always directly related to culture of that society. Constitutionalism is directly related to culture of that society, culture of that nation. Because cultures and values and philosophies are the basic ingredients which develop as a rules and regulation, and that rules and regulation develop as a constitutions. The fifth feature or important thing about constitutionalism, that it is related to constitution. It's simple thing. The name constitutionalism in itself describe this feature, that constitutionalism is related to constitution. Constitutionalism is developed by the process between constitution and the objective of that societies which use that constitution. So constitutionalism is related to constitution because it is result of developing process between society and objective which society want to achieve.